My name's Iain Ferguson. I'm the Centre Manager for the Scotland's People Centre here in Edinburgh, and today we're at the main building of the National Records of Scotland, General Register House.
So Iain, how can someone prepare beforehand to get the most out of their visit?
Well, I think the guidance I would give is probably what you pick up in most genealogy books. The best thing to do is to look out old records, speak to elderly relatives, maybe look at old photographs and ask friends and relatives who the individuals were. And armed with that information, then you can come into the centre.
And what happens when somebody first comes along to the search room? Do they need to check in at reception? What are the mechanics of coming into the building? Right,
yes. We do advise that people make a booking in advance. You can make a provisional booking, or you can pay for your seat in advance, and you can do that by contacting us through email. The email address is on our National Records of Scotland website. But if someone turns up on the day and they haven't made a booking, we'll always try and accommodate them. And what they should do is come into the main entrance to General Register House at the front of the building behind the Duke of Wellington statue.
And can you talk us through the main categories of records that are held at the two locations?
Right. For the Scotland's People Centre, we have all the main births, deaths, marriages and census records. These are sort of, if you like, the building blocks of someone's family history. We also have census and wills and testaments, military appeal tribunals, soldiers' wills. So there's a fair number of records to get the genealogists up and running with their family tree. And
are there any lesser known resources at Scotland's People that you think people should be aware of and use more than they do?
Right, well, we always encourage people to look up the main records. What we find sometimes, people tend to concentrate on births, deaths and marriages and census, but over the last few years we've actually added valuation rolls, and these can sometimes help surmount genealogy brick walls, because it gives you more information about an individual between census years. We also have an extensive library as well that people can look at and refer to, and possibly the most important resource we have is our staff. We have a very dedicated team who are all got an interest in sort of family history, and when someone calls at the centre for the first time, makes a first visit, then they're happy to help.
And on that note, what sort of help can staff offer someone that's visiting for the first time and they're not sure how to make the best of that first visit?
What we do, if someone's making the first visit, we always ask them that question, because we note the booking sheet that the person's a new visitor. And we'll take that wee bit extra time with them when they come in the morning to make sure that they've got their computer set up properly. And we'll show them what the facilities are available on the computer. If someone's wanting some basic advice about compiling a family tree, the staff are happy to do that as well. And they're also happy if someone comes across one of these fabled genealogy brick walls. They're happy to try and help the person. So they'll, using their expertise and knowledge, they'll try and find, say, for example, a record. They actually enjoy doing that part of the job.
And Iain, what help can you offer to somebody that's got the basics of the family tree and would like to take things a little bit beyond the BMD and the census records?
Well, we actively encourage people to make use of our historical search room resources. They have a wealth of records in that room that can assist the genealogists. We also, at the National Records of Scotland, sometimes hold family history events or talks, and these are across a range of topics. We do them for basic family history, people who are just new to family history. We also do it on the records that are held in the archives and other aspects of genealogy. So these are other ways that people can learn more and add foliage to their tree.
And finally, what resources are available to people that are interested in your records but not able to visit in person?
Well, for people who can't make it to Edinburgh, we have the Scotland's People website, and we actually have just launched our new website, which is an exciting project. It's got a new look and feel about it, which we hope will be welcomed by customers. But probably most importantly to people is that we're now allowing people to search indexes of Scottish records free of charge. That's a big development for people. We've also added some more records as well. We have a section on church records before 1855, which is when civil registration was introduced in Scotland. And up until now, people have only been able to look at Church of Scotland records and Catholic records, but we're now starting to add on records of other churches, or succession churches, and there's about 150,000 of those recently been added, and more are planned. And as I say, this is the launch of the New Scotland's People website, and we're planning a lot of developments and enhancements to it over the coming months and years. One major set of records that we're looking to add are Kirk Session records, and these will be a real boost for genealogists because they can contain quite a lot of information that can assist you.
So lots for people to look forward to.
Lots for people to look forward to, certainly. Yes.